Hello, hello. Welcome
Hello.
to UFO Files on this wonderful winter's Monday terrible day.
It is blowing a hoolie again down here.
It's grey, it's wet, and it's windy. So,
Yeah, I'm sick of this weather. You can't spot UFOs, man, when it's always
oh,
raining.
well, you know what I'm annoyed with? The fact I bought a brand new pair of trainers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not been able to wear them because it's rained every day since I got them. I'm not going outside in them. And you know what? It's still got the tags on.
Still got the tags on.
Yeah, I think
Same
it's
for a sunny
still
day.
got the stuff in the paper and that in the tissue and what have you. So it's just frustrating. But yeah,
It is.
they can wait till summer. So anyway, so welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. So originally we was going to talk about we was going to carry on from last week, kind of a little bit. Do you want to do that first about the newspapers that picked up on what we was talking about? Because
Yes.
it's weird as fuck.
Literally 19 hours after we broadcast our last show and we were going through the Enigma report of UAPs and UFOs around nuclear sites, the Daily Mail picked it up and published the same article, the same report from the Enigma app, and was telling people to get on the Enigma app and crowdsourcing, and it went into detail on what we were going on about last week. So that was a bit coincidental, I found. Either
That was
that
a
or
bit
either that from
copying.
someone from the Daily Mail's tuning in, and if so, hello.
I know. Yeah. Hiya.
Hiya.
Thanks. But give us some credit. Give
Yeah,
us a
yeah.
little bit of the credit. Come on.
We're glad we're giving you some good content, but yeah, I mean, they've never, I don't think, to my knowledge, they've covered the Enigma app before.
But
So
like I,
yeah.
like I said to you the other day in the chat, I don't know anyone other than the guest who came on and told me about it. Probably beginning the last year, thereabout. I can't remember who it was. That is the only person that's ever I've heard talk about it other than myself. All right, just reading that.
I'm
But
putting that up there.
no one else has ever mentioned the Enigma app. No one
No,
I speak to, nothing online,
I'd
nothing I've
never heard of
read.
it until
Nope.
you mentioned it to me. I'd never heard of it. So yeah. So the Daily Mail is following the UFO files, coincidentally, so it seems. So
Well, it's synchronicity, not
synchronicity.
coincidences don't exist anyway.
No. But I
So
believe you've been doing a bit more of a deep dive because we covered the
yes.
Bank of England's strategy for disclosure in the
Well,
Times, and you've been deep diving down the rabbit hole on this one.
oh, I've gone down a different rabbit hole, and I don't even know where I am anymore. It could be in Earth, it could be outer space, could be Jupiter, it could be Uranus. Not yours, but somebody's. Who knows? Anyway,
After a curry, I wouldn't recommend it.
so, just clear that up. So,
Yeah.
those who don't know, and it took me quite a while to get my head around this because
Yeah.
never thought about it before, never had to, never interested me. The Bank of England, I just thought the Bank of England was like the Royal Mint. They print the money, dish it out, blah, blah, blah. No, not even close.
Not even
So,
close.
what is the Bank of England? So, it's the United Kingdom Central Bank. Is not a normal commercial bank and not a private company in the usual sense. This is a reason why it's here to keep the UK financial system stable, control inflation, about control deflation, that one, safeguard the value of money. They're doing a great job on that. And acts as a bank for banks and the UK government. Is found. This surprised me. Founded in I don't know when it was founded. 1694. Right. It's one of the oldest and most influential central banks on earth. Who runs it? So the governor is Andrew Bailey, appointed by the UK government. He serves a fixed term, not elected by the public. Convenient. He chairs the most powerful internal group, the Monetary Policy Committee, MPC. Right? And they decide on interest rates, how much money is put into, like physical money is put into circulation, how aggressively inflation is tackled. These decisions affect mortgages, rents, wages, pensions, savings, investments, absolutely everything you can think of to do with money.
Even the price of your baked beans.
So I need to tell you this bit before I go into the UFO side.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it is not going to make any sense whatsoever. So what power does the Bank of England actually have? Controls interest rates. Borrowing becomes more expensive or cheaper, spending speeds up or slows down, house prices, jobs, market react exactly the same. This is one of the strongest levers of economic control in the modern world. Creates money, literally creates money.
Yes,
so it
sells it back to us with interest, fractional reserve banking.
So it is kind of part of the Royal Mint. They decide how much is printed, how much goes into circulation, etc., etc. So this is what interest pricked my ears up a little bit more. Oversees the banking system, stress tests major banks. So basically, it puts other banks through shit to see how they cope.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it helps collapse independence as well.
Well, it acts as a lender at the last resort. So the 11th hour when they're needing money, it's like, oh, go on then. Like, the arrogance of it. Steps in during crisis to prevent collapse, but only because it will help itself, because the amount of money that will be owed just on interest alone is absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm going to skip a load of stuff because it goes on.
Massively to our national debt. As I said, it sells our own currency back to us.
Are you ready for this bit?
Go on.
Why does it affect the whole world? Because the UK is a major global financial hub.
Yeah.
London equals global money nexus. Yeah. One of the biggest currency trading centres, deeply tied into the US, the EU, the IMF, and other World Bank systems. Pound sterling is still a reserve currency.
Yeah.
What the hell is above sterling then?
Nothing.
If that's a reserve.
Gold, basically.
No, because gold's come down in price. And that's another story. That's two reasons that gold has come down. One to do with Epstein and one to do with this. So when the Bank of England moves, markets in Europe, the US, and Asia all react. Exchange rates shift, investment flows change the world over, right?
Well, the city is not part of England. It's not part of London. It's a separate country and entity.
It's its own little thing. Yeah,
same with the Vatican, same with the District of Columbia. It's its own separate entity, its own separate nation state, so to speak. So they can operate outside the laws of England.
Yes, it does. It basically has its own rules and regulations that no one can interfere with other than themselves. So, next question was that I put in, can you give me information as to why the Bank of England are worried about alien disclosure that they've been talking about? Can you give me detail? Blah, 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 blah. And it's giving me loads of stuff. The Times, Gizmodo, Newsweek, Tweettown, Men's Journal. There's a list. It just goes on and on, The Independent. So this is what's happened. This is like January 2026. So this is from the 18th of January. So major reports break. So this is the three main headlines on this. A former senior analyst at the Bank of England, Alan McCall, wrote to the bank's governor, that Andrew, whatever he's called, who's in preparation for an economic shock potentially caused by an official announcement confirming extraterrestrial life. The story is picked up internationally, including the Times in the UK and all the others that are said. McCall believes if governments officially confirm alien life, it would destabilize confidence in financial markets, causing chaos, and even a rush into safe haven assets like gold or Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin's come down by something like 200 billion because of
massively
a certain bloke with a certain island. So, who is behind the warning? So, it's Helen McCaw. She's a former analyst. She worked for the Bank of England for 10 years, financial secretary. She is not a current policymaker. She's a private citizen and former employee. Her expertise was in economic risk and financial stability, not astrobiology or space science.
Yeah, she was a security analyst. Basically, her job was to foresee certain geopolitical events and all the rest of it, and things like COVID and things like that, and see how they would affect the economy. So, and how they would affect the Bank of England's workings, basically. So she's a financial strategist for planning through difficult times of financial stress, and how they're
basically
going to brainstorm and get through it.
Causing chaos. So this is what. Why is this? Why is it in the news now? Now, these are the reasons. There are a few contextual elements fueling coverage. So, UAP, UFO disclosure at government levels, documentaries and public statements, social media and commentary, what isn't happening, why some people are talking about this. So, I'm going to jump back to the UAP. Governments, especially the US, Trump enterprise, have held a series of hearings and released some previously unseen military videos related to UAPs, sometimes labelled UAPs. That makes sense.
UFOs, which we covered last week, missile hitting a UAP.
Yeah, nuclear warheads and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So documentaries and public statements. So a documentary titled The Age of Disclosure, which came out last year, features various senior officials and politicians have been cited in some articles as part of a broader context of increased disclosure talk, especially in the US. Social media. The idea is spreading widely online, some treating it as a serious risk assessment, others as conspiracy, commentary or speculated trend, but major outlets are reporting the financial markets angle, not the alien existing itself. Right? This is what's not happening. The bank has not said aliens definitely exist. It's not the bank that's saying that. It's a government that, if they release information, the banking reckon it's going to have some massive knock-on effect.
Yeah, so dominoes.
Yeah, there's no official government plan to announce alien life. There has no direct evidence of ET contact confirmed by any state.
Yeah.
So financial systems are very sensitive to confidence and expectations. So McCaw's argument is not about the aliens, it's about the extreme uncertainty that it could have effects on with the market. So economists, financial policymakers sometimes model worst case scenarios for highly improbable but impactful events, pandemics and wars. So it's what knock-on effect it will have.
Okay, so that's just another reason for them not to disclose, isn't it? Oh, well, no, because it's going to disrupt the financial system. Or they could disclose it and bring in the digital currency, because that's what they want at the end of the day.
Well, I've read it complete opposite to that. So they're saying, well, they're not going to say that. So they're putting it out there. There's going to be financial ruin if ETs are. The government say that ETs are real and they exist, right? So when it comes to the government saying ETs are real and exist, they're everyone, the stocks, the markets, the shares, the company, everyone that are part of this Bank of England are going to be prepped for it. So they'll have put a plan into place to stop this financial ruin.
Or speed it along, depending on what the agenda is.
May or may not cover themselves. I think it's a cover, to be honest with you, to help them. It's like cause a problem. I can't remember the exact thing. You cause a problem, you solve it, you look
Hegelian
good. You're the good guy.
Problem, reaction, solution.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, Bank of England officially preparing for alien disclosure, not confirmed. Former analyst warned about economic risk. Reported. So there's a difference between reported and confirmed. These are what they've wrote down. It's not 100%. McCaw wrote a letter to the governor. That's been reported. Concerns centre on markets and confidence. Reported. Actual confirmation of alien life not occurred.
Oh no.
So it's not even. So you've got not confirmed, reported, and not occurred. So to me, not occurred is like they're waiting for something to be said from Trump or one of his associates as to exactly what's going on. But I just thought it's really interesting as to what's happened with that. Because if you look as well as what's happened with Bitcoin over the last 24 hours, that has just dropped like 170 million last time I looked had dropped because of the papers of Epstein was officially released yesterday. And you can't get away from it. There's videos on every social media of all these different things going on and what he was doing and other people and everyone involved. But I don't understand why Bitcoin has lost. Did he have some involvement with Bitcoin?
He may have had some involvement in Bitcoin. He may have invested heavily in Bitcoin. He may have had Bitcoin stock. You just don't know, do you? But then again, they don't want things like Bitcoin. They don't want that independent financial means for people. So any way to destabilize it, like you say, the gold, gold is going down in value.
Gold's dropped. It's been the lowest it's ever been in like 35 years or something.
And before that, it was remaining steady. So it wasn't exactly at its highest peak, but it was remaining stable. But
I do know.
Do they want us not to have those independent assets because they're trying to bring in this great reset, as they keep calling it, of this global digital currency and this social credit system, which has been the agenda since before COVID.
Exactly. But this is the other thing. So platinum was higher than gold for a few years. I can't remember. It was back in like the early 2000s. Even silver hit just above or around the same mark as the price of gold. That was only a few years back. I think it was during lockdown.
Yeah.
So why were they not all kicking off about it now? Are we coming up to Operation Bluebeam with the
fake
holographic projections, AI, everything else that you can do?
Who knows? Is it on their bingo card for 2026? I mean, we've had the asteroid or the comet that's been and gone. It's changed direction and all the rest of it. We've had everything else.
Hung about around the back of the sun. It was supposed to come back. It didn't come back, and then everyone's just shut up about it.
I think it's hiding behind Liam's shed at the minute.
I think it's in Liam's shed.
I think it is in Liam's shed. I think that's it,
Liam.
The
5 million Draco reptilians that are on board. I think they were ants, but anyway.
It is. It's just one of those things. Whatever they can do to destabilize, they will do to destabilize, because that is the agenda, after all.
Like control. And that's why I changed the title, Aliens, Money and Power, because that's what it is. Because it should,
we find out the head of the Bank of England's a reptilian, and he knows about it all along.
That won't surprise me.
Not saying that he is, but that's just it's getting ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say what I really think, because this channel gets shut down straight away. I know where the boundaries are, I know where the lines are, the limits and all that. So I'm not even going to go down that route.
You have a brand new gong to shut me up, so
I do. I might have to use it on myself soon. But anyway.
But speaking of disclosure, somebody ran into Dr. Stephen Greer at an airport, and they did a little interview with him and his thoughts on disclosure.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want me to get that up for you.
Yes. Oh, do you know what you can do now?
Mm-hmm.
You can just do add video file. You don't have to share screen or anything like that anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because he upgraded me whether I wanted to or not. And they wanted me to pay $400 and something a month for StreamYard.
Right, I'm ready to play as soon as you're popped it on the screen.
There we go. See what he has to say.
How you doing, Mr. Greer? I'm a big fan of your work, man. Thank you so much for all that you do. to break it down, what do you want people to know? Like in just a really short form, what do we need to know?
Well, we're not alone. Only about 10-20% of the objects seen are non-human. The rest are ours, from Lockheed Skunk Works, Northrop, Raytheon. Most of the information on the subject is false, but at the center of it is some amazing information and the technologies that, if we could get them out, would end, poverty, pollution, all that in 15 to 20 years. So, it's a great consequence. This is why it's so secret. I told Lawrence Rockefeller back in the early 90s, I said, it isn't secret because it's trivial. It's secret because the implications of it are so profound that it would alter everything on the planet when it comes out.
Yeah.
And that's what they're fighting. They don't want that change to happen. And that's why for 70 years they've kept this.
Would it impact religion?
Oh, sure. Yeah. And that's another whole center of power and secrecy, is that it would upend. Well, I've been to Vatican and other places. I think it would upend people who believe the Earth is 6,000 years old and we rode dinosaurs back, then and stuff. But I think for most reasonable, spiritual and religious people, I don't think they have a problem.
Gotcha.
If it's explained properly. The big problem is you have people going around telling people like Tucker Carlson and the vice president and other people that these are agents of Satan and demons, and they're mixing up things from other dimensions with things from other star systems. It's all this confused messaging that is done very deliberately.
So are they among us? And are they in positions in the government?
No.
They're not.
No. All the mythologies are wrong.
Really? So what is our...
I call them all the UFO mythologies. It's like literally over 90% everything out there.
Wow.
I have one of my whistleblowers actually picking me up. Who's a former Marine guy. He's embedded with my Special Forces guys.
Yeah.
So we have a great team of Special Forces guys that are left the military and working with me, and we're getting a lot of this down to where, we can't put it out on the internet, but it's being handed over to law enforcement and national security people, and there are criminal investigations underway about it. So.
Wow.
Interesting.
So there we go. So what is your thoughts to that?
I'm not entirely convinced that they're not among us, because myself and others have had encounters with humanoid type ETs. Is he covering himself by saying that? That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying about drawing the line. You know when to stop giving information as to what's fact and what's not. So I'm not sure on that bit. The rest of it, I used to follow, not literally follow, but I used to follow quite a lot on like social media in that. But then he went all weird.
Yeah, I'm
he went all weird like a couple of years ago with all this disclosure stuff, and that was all he was banging on about. But he's kind of like stepped back from that with the whistleblowers and everything else. He's just going, well, yeah, there are whistleblowers, but and then he doesn't get involved with it. And he's just put, he could be a reptile. Now, he does look very reptilian.
I was just going to say that is it was uploaded by Strange Earth, Martin Ash at Ash 12. So just to give credit to this person who uploaded it to Reddit.
Yeah. So it's like Alexander Cameron covering his own back, 100%.
Yeah. Someone just saying he looks like a reptile. Actually, one of the comments has put side by side of Stephen and a reptile.
Yeah, he does. he really does. I'm not saying
funny.
He is, but I'm not saying he isn't. Yeah, I'm covering my back. But are they already here? Yes. Are we going to get disclosure? No. 100% not. We're never going to get it. Even if there's a mass Independence Day event go on, they'll still go, yeah, but they're not real.
Yeah, but then people would just be saying, is it Project Bluebeam? Is it the whole fake narrative?
But are they doing it because they want us to say that? Is it that again?
That's the whole point of
reverse
psyops. That's the whole point of
psychology.
psyops. Yeah, it's the whole point of psyops.
Knobheads. What they are.
But yeah, I mean, what you said to begin with, they don't want it to come out because it will cause mass destabilization, which again is what we were referring to in our first story with the Bank of England.
But also, it's going to make a massive, probably bigger impact on
religion.
Yeah, it's going to destroy it. No matter what religion you are, you're going to be some that are going to have like mass, like hysteria breakdown, and that just can't cope with it, and it's just going to cause whatever. But for us, the ones that are awake and know what's going on, and
they just like tell us, dude, at the end of the day, I mean, we've seen everything else. I mean, come on, nothing shocks us now. I mean, when they turned around in the middle of COVID and said like, UFOs exist, we were like, yeah, okay, whatever. It was a non-news story. It really was.
Yeah.
No one was bothered. No one actually gave a shit.
I know. It was just, I think, like you said, it's a psyop. So what they want to see, what reaction they get from the general public. And I don't think it's going the way that they wanted it to. No. They've done too much hidden in plain sight. Love that phrase. It's one of my favourite phrases of all time. From mid 70s, like Close Encounter, E.T., and every other movie that's followed. You've got Disclosure Day, Spielberg coming out in. Is it coming out in May? We've had this discussion.
May,
they brought
June,
it forward, haven't they?
They keep changing it, so we'll keep you updated on that. We will keep you updated.
Yeah. So
but, I know one thing that is happening this month is Artemis is going to blast off to the moon. So
wow, yeah. But are they gonna load the astronauts in it and let them out a back door like they did with the other one that blew up? But anyway, we've done that rabbit hole. Or are they actually going to go orbit the moon and then eventually land? Which isn't bad, considering up until last year they were still saying that they could not find, or they don't have the tech to go back to the moon.
And the astronauts turned around and went, "No, we've never been to the moon. This is the first time." And then when shortly got off air, it's just like,
there's a lot. Don't even get me started on the moon.
Yeah, there's just too much. There's just too much on that one.
Yeah.
C5 equals. Yeah.
It is. That's not a rocket taking off, by the way. It could be. I don't know.
Hey, if C5s equals dollars, where the hell's the dollars, Matt? Mind you, that's not why we do it. It's for the actual interaction and the connection. And sometimes we don't even realize we're doing it. And
but they're doing this, their version of CE5, because they get funded. So NASA gets funded. Sure, I read or heard somewhere, NASA don't actually pay for themselves. They get funded, and it's usually the black budget that covers their costs. So BlackRock and all the others. Vanguard, Nestle, Coca-Cola, whoever. There's like 5 companies that own everything, but anyway. There are other refreshments are available from different outlets.
Could have some Space Invaders.
Or whatever you want. I went in the shop and asked for some opal fruits the other week, and they're like, "Don't you mean Starburst?" Like, no, opal fruits.
No, opal fruits.
Anyway, so
wasn't Snickers meant to go back to marathon after Brexit? That never happened.
No idea. I don't like them.
Now
anyway, well, we've got a question just before you jump onto yours. Is that all right? Because we're only at the 30-minute mark. So this is from Daryl, and he's asking if they would have told the truth back when they first came and found, how different do you think things would be now?
Who knows? I don't think we can plot that course of history, because everything folds on an agenda, doesn't it? I mean, we're on agenda 2030 at the moment, and that's the agenda they're following. So it all folds out the way they want it to. So nothing's going to get disclosed unless there's an advantage to it. And if there's not an advantage to it,
there would have been a new world order a lot sooner. There wouldn't have been as many wars as there has been, what's going on now. and everywhere would be under
digital currency and
digital
special
currency,
bank system.
digital ID, and all
Yeah.
that. So that's probably the worst of it. Religion would have evaporated to a degree. They'd have probably created a new one. So, yeah.
Who knows?
Guess
We
what?
will never know. We will never know. But as
see
I
what
said, you
happens.
know, we can only follow what the planned agenda is, basically, and see where it goes from there. But I don't think they're going to disclose anytime soon. I just don't think it's going to happen. I just think it's just all smoke and mirrors. It's all, you know, oh, we can't do this because of the economy, or we can't do this because of this, and it's just like, yeah, whatever. It's just we'll just keep experiencing stuff. We'll keep reporting on stuff, but what you do do you know what? Just go and actual fix real world problems instead of like dicking about with disclosure. How about
that? Yeah. Yes. Sort out famine and homelessness, and then come back to us.
Yes. So this is
Anyway.
an old story. I say an old story. It surfaced back in 2023, and it's the Las Vegas backyard incident. Now, it's been trending massively on social media recently, so I don't know what the resurgence is on this. But for those that don't know, and I didn't know about this actually because I was away from the field working for the Beeb at the time, so completely out of it because I couldn't report on anything. So I kind of like stepped back. So I didn't feel like, I can't do anything. Do you know what I mean? It's just like I can't say anything about it. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to talk about it. So in late April, early May of 2023, an unusual report emerged from Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's a case that continues to resurface and continuing to resurface, not because it's been solved, but because it hasn't been, and people are still very, very much divided and have a strong opinion on this. Just after 11 p.m., multiple police officers on patrol captured body cam footage of a bright object streaking across the night sky. Police later suggested that this may have been a meteorite or space debris. The sighting has been officially confirmed, and it's documented and not disputed. Now that bit is locked into fact. I've seen the footage. It is definitely something falling from the sky. To me, it looks like a meteor. Minutes later, a local family phoned 911 reporting that something had landed or crashed in their back garden. During the call, the caller was audibly shaken. He was a teenager, wasn't he? His name was Angel, I believe.
I'm not sure of the age.
I think he was about 16 at the time, looking into it. Claimed that two tall figures, were moving behind the fence of the rear of the property. The caller stated that the figures were not human and the family were frightened and hiding. Do you remember this story, Andy?
Yes, I remember watching it, I remember reading it. I kept watching it over and over, trying to work out, is it AI, is it legit, is it like Hollywood style CGI? And it was just, it just seemed too real by the fluid movement, how it was like crouched down behind the shed. It looked very like amphibious.
Yeah.
Not so much like the one of the frogman or whatever it was on top of that building a few weeks back.
Yeah.
It was very much like that. And it just seemed too real. And then obviously the police turned up and they checked it out and it was still going. But there was too many people to witness what was going on.
Yeah.
For it to not be a real thing. It wasn't like the Miami Mall incident where 30,000 cop cars turned up and then nothing happened.
No. I mean, that was round about the same time, wasn't it? The Miami Mall incident as this Las Vegas.
That was 2 years ago, Miami Mall.
That was 2 years ago.
Beginning
so it was a year
2024.
After. Yeah. So a year after. No debris was recovered, apparently. No entities were found, and the officers did not accuse the family of staging or making a hoax. They were visibly distressed, and I think they went on to actually in a news outlet. I did have that, but it goes on for too long. they actually draw what they see. But then again, you know, there's so much in the media, there's so much in pop culture of greys and stuff like that. You know, how much were they influenced by culture than what they actually saw?
So I'm going to try and get the images up now. And
I've got the videos, and I've also got.
Oh, have you?
I've also got. There was a. I mean, the police concluded it was unfounded, meaning there was no evidence of a crime or danger, basically. So they left it closed. However, once the body cam footage and the 911 audio was released online, viewers began analysing the video frame by frame. Particular attention was paid to a shadowy shapes visible behind a fence and near construction equipment in the yard. Some viewers believe that the shapes resembled figures. Others argue that they're shadows, lighting artifacts, or optical illusions. I mean, it is dark. It is hard to make out. But it has been analysed by somebody. To prove. In 2024, the case resurfaced with an independent analyst who claimed the footage showed no evidence of digital manipulation. That importantly, these claims were not concluded that the figures were extraterrestrial, only that the footage itself did not appear to be CGI, AI, or edited. So no official agency has endorsed the analysis. There's been no new police investigation and no additional physical evidence or formal conclusion beyond the original report. So I'm actually going to play you just so you guys can I'll play you a bit of the original footage. The family are speaking Spanish. I do not speak Spanish, so I do not know what they are saying, but they are clearly visibly distressed, shall we say, with what's going on. So I'm just gonna get this up now.
I know there are a couple of Spanish speaking people in the chat, so if you can translate, that'd be great. And don't make stuff up, because I'll just go with whatever you're saying anyway.
Right, are you ready for hang on, can let's add this to the stage. I need to figure out how to I shall spend some time on this one. There we go.
Face peelers. Cheers, Tino.
Right, are you ready, Andy?
Yeah, there we go.
Acabé que dije que la misma coteca la acabas. También hay que regalar. A mí dicen pántale, hay que utilizar con camisas. Pero llevan usas, llevan un virus. De vuelta que se usan, de vuelta que sí cayó con dos y luz. Ni comen, sí, pero para el. Si no te pares y para volar.
Ahora me que cantes París le gallengue a la chorsi, ahora y todo. Sosi. ¡Ay! ¡Permisar! Calmundarela, me canciles var eso. Kylo, Cherro, que chile. Kylo, Cherro. Kylo.
Uy, chetar.
Chile cao.
Agladel, varón.
Chile cao.
Varón cayó, si le unía caca bare, Agladel.
Kai, Cherro.
Adelo, diles.
Permisarle, sale.
Te escucharé lo que te camiona, Agladelo.
Kai, permisar, que sale.
Agladel, te
cojo. Permisar, porque no, Cherro, que Calmundarela me.
Diles, eso no son amigos, viendo para acá.
Kai.
Ande el camión, los conchadicas del camión. El segundo, de izquierda para acá, de cables.
Kai, Cherro, chile cao, Agladel.
El concha, costelo, concha, chistilo.
Kai, forklift o camión.
Yo tomo muy. Castelo, pegachari, palalo, que te acordó con la.
I mean, I can't understand what they're saying, but they're visibly distressed. You know, their syntax and speech.
You can see something moving just behind the tractor, whatever it is, basically.
So there we go. Let's get rid of that one.
Right, so Bigfoot Dwarf, because I know he speaks Spanish, he said he thinks he's speaking Basque, I don't know how you pronounce it, but the lady's saying drop him, I believe. It's behind the truck.
Oh.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
we have I have Inside Edition, their report on it. So 16-year-old calls 911 after seeing aliens in the back garden, and this just goes into the the footage from the police, the body cam, and the actual 911 call. So just to familiarize ourselves with the case again before we actually do the breakdown of someone actually analyzing this footage. So I will just...
You slow it up and then I'll add it. Here you
go for it.
When you're ready.
A mysterious fireball lights up the Las Vegas
Oh,
night
yeah, it was
sky,
green.
and it's all caught on a cop's body cam. Moments later, 16-year-old Angel Kenmore frantically calls 911, telling the operator that something from out of this world was in his backyard.
Has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. 9 feet, 10 foot. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes, they have big eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
In this world exclusive, Angel and his family are telling only Inside Edition what happened that night.
You're outside, you're working on a truck, and then you see a light, and then you hear a noise.
Yep.
So I mean, you start looking off in the distance?
Yeah, from here, like I just saw, the light falling right here.
Angel says he saw two creatures and was paralyzed with fear. When cops arrived, they didn't know what to make of this bizarre situation and approached the house with caution.
I have butterflies, bro. And these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
Angel told them the same story he's now telling Inside Edition.
Did you see it?
Yeah, me and him saw it.
Dad Bobby, Mom Concha, and brother Joshua backed up Angel's claims, saying they saw the same creatures.
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
Cops took the call seriously and left these parting words with Angel and his family.
If those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself.
They began canvassing the neighborhood.
This might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
As the story gathered worldwide attention,
check out what was spotted over the skies of Las Vegas.
Nothing was heard from the Kenmore family until now.
Do you believe that these creatures were human?
They was not human.
What color were they?
Like green, gray.
We asked them to draw what they saw.
To the best of your ability, draw what you recall. Don't look at each other. Just focus on your own pad and try from your memory to draw a picture of the creature that you saw. This is what you drew, and describe this. What is this? And what are these?
These are, they look like ears, but they have like they look like antenna, like light.
And large eyes.
Large eyes, a lot of teeth.
No nose?
No nose, no.
Describe this if you can.
This is what I saw. The light was beside him.
Yeah.
I've tried to make the skin color, the skin tone it had. One of the legs, they look bent.
4 months since that mysterious night, the Kenmores say they are still haunted by whatever was lurking in their backyard.
There we go. But then again, how many, pop culture, greys, aliens, everybody knows what an alien looks like at the end of the day.
Well, when they've said about the light being emitted from the head, like, they weren't ears, there's like some sort of bulbs or whatever it was he said.
Yeah.
So I've never heard that before until watching that now. That's the first time I've watched the interview with the family. I've only ever seen the footage that was recorded. I've never delved deeper into it because I've just not. But I was going to say, for the family all to draw pretty much the same thing, but they've had however long to confer.
Precisely.
Now, so that's difficult.
I do have one more bit of footage for you from this particular case, because I thought, it's good to basically have a look, basically, and just look at it from a different angle, considering it was like a couple of years ago now. A lot of stuff's come out since, and just refresh ourselves with the actual case, different information that we didn't know, and see what our thoughts are on it, and see what our viewers' thoughts are on this particular case. Now, this one is a deconstruction of the actual video analysis, and the guy actually saying that, you know, it wasn't anything that was added or manipulated. It's not saying that it's aliens that are in it, but there is something in the actual footage itself. It's not been added, whether it's people, you know, going in to burglarize the equipment. You just don't know, do you? And they've just scarpered, or, you know, they're in hoodies and run off.
Yes, dressed up.
So
right,
I'm
we'll do this as our final clip, because
this is our final clip
7
tonight.
minutes.
Yeah.
So when you're ready, I'll put it on.
I am ready.
Go.
Take a video and look at whether or not there's an artificial artifact added to it or not. And in this case, we can definitively say, to a degree of scientific certainty, that this entity, this thing in the video, is there in the physical reality in which the Kenmore family is also there. Like, this is so critical, because you can clearly see through the slots in the fence that there is a leg motion moving from the right to the left side of the screen. And clearly it is behind there. So this isn't just like a head floating in space. This is a head of that is somehow, that does not have full opacity. That the opacity of the head of the shadow is only at about 33% opacity, versus a normal shadow, which would be at 100% opacity, or an object in the screen, which is at 100%. And this isn't anything that you did. It's just what you were able to determine, that this shadow being, or this being in the shadows, possibly creating its own shadow or smoky filter or cloaking technique, is not only cloaking itself from the people there, but cloaking itself from the camera itself, in that it's minimizing our ability to identify pixels inside of that shadow.
You gone quiet, mate.
Oh, sorry, I muted my mic while the video was on, so I didn't make any weird noises.
So yeah, your thoughts, Andy, on this? Obviously, you know more about this case than I do. I've just done a bit of a deep dive on it today.
I think obviously there's something definitely going on. Whether it was aliens, don't know. Could it been the position of where they were, the street lighting causing the shadows to make who or whatever it was look bigger? But they're saying they had big eyes, they had lights. He could have had a head torch on, head flashlight.
They could have had those
the glasses, like out of the Goonies.
Yeah, no, they've got these haven't they, to disrupt face recognition and all the rest of it. These masks with the like glowing eyes in them. To you know, people who are out to maybe not do things that are legal at night.
Yeah, so
and don't want to be caught by camera.
Yeah, but with the masks to distort your appearance. But it's like Blazes said. He goes, just the fact that they're reporting it says it all. So for me, you wouldn't, if you weren't 100% as to what it was, even though they don't really know what it was they was looking at, they know it wasn't human. So, but the things that I was saying before that, it was more, I'm just stating of what it could be, the skeptic side to it. It could be the light casting bigger shadows, making them look bigger. Could be idiots trying to rob machinery or break into
there's a machinery
garage or sheds and
unfeasible.
No, so they could have had, like you said, big coats or hoodies on or something just to disguise how they look. Like, you know what I mean? There's all different things you can do.
And because they've just seen a meteor, they put two and two together, and maybe, as I say, a little bit of mass hysteria, a little bit of panic, a little bit of.
But they've all seen the same things with the light, so I think they're genuine into what they believe they've seen.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they've seen it. I'm saying it's genuine on their belief. Not
I'm in agreement with you. I don't think they're pulling a fast one. I think they were genuinely scared and genuinely. Well, why would you ring the police otherwise? You know.
I know. Yeah.
So,
you wouldn't. You just like. Yeah, I don't know. Different laws in America, anyway. So
yes. What is there anything coming through on the chat on this one?
Mass hallucinations are usually caused by localized gravity wells, matter contracting into two-time aspects, often causes normal people to behave in a delusional state and imagine things. Yeah? So it's like when you hear people that go out ghost hunting, when the generators and all that are pumping out all this energy, you kind of feel like somebody's watching you all the time.
Yeah.
And it's just, you get that feeling of there's somebody else there, even though it's not.
High EMF and things like that.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
So Terence has put, the families had to move since then because of a lot of paranormal activity going on afterwards.
That's followed. But again, paranormal activity in the UFO phenomena, again, it's closely linked.
But the paranormal activity, just because you can't see it's not a poltergeist, how do you know it's not a grey or a tall grey or a little grey? Do you know what I mean? Just if they have the ability to use an invisibility cloak, you're just going to go, oh, it's a poltergeist. So my thoughts on poltergeist are not what everyone or most people's are. I think poltergeist activity is to do with either aliens or the fae folk, but we're not talking about that today.
No, it's a PK thing. It's generated from yourself, from my experience with poltergeist cases that I've dealt with. But that's only through my own experience.
There you go. Rotwell.
Yeah. So there we go.
That's it.
So yeah, interesting. So we've had a bit of Stephen, we've had a bit of Bank of England, and we've had a bit of Las Vegas late night alien funness. So yeah, I'd not come across that case before because, as I said, I was out of the field. I wasn't allowed to report on stuff, so I didn't look basically because I would have wanted to report on it.
Well, we're doing it now. Better late than never. As everyone, people that keep turning up late in the chat keep saying. No names.
Not everyone was aware of the case, so it's bringing all the information together.
That's it. That's exactly it. So thank you for joining us. If you've got any thoughts, please leave them in the comments after the show. They will be looked at and gone through and etc. Your theories and ideas and all that. If you want to send me any information or videos of accounts or anything like that, you can do that. Andy@alienate.uk.
We will also, if you want to remain anonymous, we will also put you anonymous as well.
Yeah, just call everyone Bob. So male or female, regardless of gender, don't care. We'll just call you Bob. We'll do a what's he called? Ron Atkinson, Blackadder.
Blackadder, yeah, Bob.
Yeah,
everyone's Bob. Either that or Trigger with Dave. Everyone's Dave.
Yep, there you go. So that's it on that. Thank you for joining us. Myself and Nicole are back on a pre-record on Wednesday. We were talking about frequency and Encyclopedia of the Unknown. Friday is... I'm going to play this because it annoys loads and loads of people. Oh, no, I've deleted it.
Thank you, Terence. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
It's Paranormal Pizza, myself, Abby, Nicole. It's also Nicole's birthday. Don't forget to wish her happy birthday.
It is.
Tommy cannot be on because he's on holiday. He's away.
Give him a gong.
Yeah, David from Down the Rabbit Hole and myself. But I have been speaking to Nicole and we are going to be doing Encyclopedia of the Unknown. They're going to start. This is the last pre-record this week. We're going to start doing them live again because it's just more fun and you guys can interact and see what you think as to what we're talking about. And myself and David are doing the Cryptid Hour, and we think that's going to go out every Sunday because it was a really good show yesterday. So if you've not watched that, you can go back and watch it. We spoke about mermaids.
Dude, you did mermaids without me.
I know. You're not allowed on there. You're on here, so you can't.
I know, but seriously, you did mermaids without me. Dude, I'm gonging you.
Yeah. Oh, I do have a new gong, so if you want to get a quick thingy of it, here we go. So if you don't hear that gong, then there's something definitely wrong with you. So there you go. Right. So thank you for joining us. Back 8:30 UK time on Wednesday. That's 3:30 EST, 2:30 Central. And then back on Friday, same time, 8:30 UK time. That'll be live Paranormal Pizza. I've not even got subjects. I need to get that sorted, so I'm going to do that now.
If you have missed anything from last week, we also had Tommy's Encounters that went up on Saturday. That's on YouTube as well. Very, very interesting show. Very, very interesting encounters. So get on there. And also as well, last week's Paranormal UFO Files, Encyclopedia of the Unknown, Friday nights, and also your Cryptid Hour as well with David. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the hype.
Yes,
it will
that's
help. It really does help us.
Hit the hype after the show. Anything you want to comment on the show afterwards, go in the comments. It's all available for everybody. I do put posts in the community section. I think they keep changing the name of it, so I can't keep up. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. But if you are looking for me on Facebook now, I'm using my birth name, which is Andy Booth, BOOTH, not Decodes. That is not my real name. I made it up, and now I've gone back to my actual name because it's just hassle, is what it is.
It's no longer incognito.
No. So, you'll notice on Facebook and Instagram, it's Andy Booth. So that's it. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you on Wednesdays. You'll see us live on Friday. So take care. Thanks again. See you later.
Goodbye.